So the 20th century, 1901 to 2001. Sure, I guess let's learn more history. Let's check that out. I see that people have reacted to that. I remember this channel right here. I remember those guys. Okay, let's go. So by Sa 786. Thank you, Sa. Yo yo. You remember them, yeah? They were like personally just saying they want the best reactor, like you know, like she would always just basically like look so bored when he was interested, but she would be always so bored. I remember that. 1901. Or is this just like a compilation of like old footage? That's interesting. I like watching that sometime on YouTube. What is this? Talking about else, it's interesting to see amateurs there is at that point. Still in the street with some like horse carriage looking almost like trams, you know? Like there's one over there. They look a bit like trams. That's interesting. One thing that's interesting to note, if it's not sped up, you know, people say stuff like, you know, people these days, they don't take their time, they're always rushing through life. Everybody's working super fast, you know. Everybody's got places to be in this video. So much courage. Yeah, look at this. It's interesting, they're like mini bus carried by horse. It's crazy how useful horses have been to history up to, yeah, like 100 years ago, basically. Horses have been basically, you know, like one of the most useful animals ever in a sense for humanity. If not the most useful. And look at that chaos, I mean. I don't know how many people get run over. Hello, Tartmaid. Whoa. Another interesting sign of the time is like everybody has that. Wow, look at that. Like, how do people not die every second from getting run over? Like, everybody is just crossing almost without looking. What is this video? It seems to be like an historical footage compilation, 1901 to 2001. The National Motor Museum, Beaulieu. I was gonna say, like, we always complain about cars these days, you know, like, cars are such a pain. And they won't know, people from the future are watching, yeah. But looking at this with, like, the horse carriage, it looks even more of a mess. Speed earlier, he also rode a Calessa, is a horse carriage, okay? I've never rode something like that, yeah. Oh, Nestle Milk. Alright. Liverpool, the Liars. Accidents of all kinds. So much ads on the carriage. Oh, this is where the horse drink. Alright. Okay. Why is the music sad though? Like, it's a cool piece of history. I mean, it's literally just people living their life at this point. I know it was probably not the best time in history, you know, obviously. Like, only 100 years ago, there was a lot of stuff like we couldn't deal with that well, like disease and all that, but the Guard, it's interesting to see like the British Guard do the exact same thing today. They haven't changed that. They just walk back and forth in this perfect way. Everything is pickup trucks now. Selling flowers, I guess. That guy is massive. Water. Just drinking out of some kind of metal thing. Interesting. I really like this. I mean, sometimes you should recommend me some like old footage like this, and it's always a vibe. It's always a vibe. 1910, we're getting close, unfortunately. This is obviously just before World War I. Oh wow. Yeah, I mean, lots of old footage has been cut out by now. Close to the dark time. Oh, that guy's mustache over there. This must be like royal family or something. The one thing that I miss from this time is like everybody competing to have the best mustache of all time. It was really something. Pigeons. Some things don't change. Yeah, that feels very like familiar, right? Oh, Shoeshiner, that's I'd say mostly dead profession, right? I guess it's a job like any other, but it seems so degrading, like on your knees, you know, your face facing someone's, you know, someone's crotch, and just shining their shoes. It's not the best thing, huh? Repeating itself in another way. It always repeats itself, yeah? You know, people might be complaining about ads being all over the place in cities these days, but look at that, I mean, like, every single carriage, like bus these days, every carriage is like full of ads. I guess it's not that different a century ago. Oh, there's some cars now. There's some proper cars, yeah. Like in the footage, it's like 5 years before, like in 1905, there was no... or the 20s, so we skip World War One. Okay, okay. There's still a good amount of horse carriage, but a lot less as well. Like, cars really came in a flash, huh? The post-war. Oh yeah, that is a lot of cars. The traffic looks so messy though. I guess it's not that bad, but... yeah. I just don't like 2 lanes on 2 sides. It scares me. Alright. I'm assuming it's still like the UK, right? Okay, it's sort of like the fashion and the horse carriage. A lot of the UK still kind of looks like this, no? There was. And being a pedestrian seems like a very dangerous thing in this kind of city at this time. I wonder if like there was laws for if you get run over, like is it the driver's fault or is it your fault? I wonder how it was at the time. Everybody with like the same like business outfit and the same hat. I know some people these days like still live, like in the US for example, the Amish I think, they kind of live with like, you know, in the old ways, so they literally go to cities sometimes with like horse carriage, you know, to get supplies and stuff. It's pretty interesting. I've seen a video like that once. Some people really like miss the old time that they haven't even been through, right? Schweppes. Schweppes was already a thing in the 30s. Alright. That's interesting. Craven Plain. Oh, smokes, of course. Actual cops directing traffic. Alright. It's the mafia at this point. I mean, this might still be the UK, but the vibe, you know, the outfits, the car style. Oh, it's interesting to see there's already like a road marking like that. Yeah. There's already road marking. I always thought it would be something that came later to me. Not in the 30s. Look left. Yeah, I guess people wouldn't... I guess they're trying to establish the rules of the road, but people wouldn't know yet, right? There have to be a lot of explanation. Their turn signal? Probably not. Seems like everybody just goes when they feel like it's right. The 30s. The rise of the Reich. If only people knew. Well, they knew, but no one did anything, right? No one thought it would actually happen. The bus are really massive, huh? Okay, now the traffic looks pretty good. It's like things have really been figured out, I guess. In about 20 years, yeah, like perfect. The 40s. The 40s. I mean, the 40s are something. It's either like World War II or post-World War II, which are terrible in both cases. Halos. Come on. I think they forgot an age, probably. And a niche. It sounds kind of real. Although when, like, movie theater started playing, like, you know, erotic movies. Oh, colors. I know that's an old thing, but I don't know when it started. Alright. Yeah, so much advertisement on some building. Lion. I wish they would say like which city or which location this was. Oh, London, okay. Big Ben. I guess most of this is London. London. So I guess what it is, you know, the 40s, like, you know, the UK for the most part doing kind of fine. Like, sure, a ton of people are dying in, you know, in the actual mainland of Europe, but I mean, I guess in the history of, like, you know, Britain, like, they never actually got invaded, right? So generally they do pretty fine. The 50s. Oh. Green District ahead. The 50s. It feels much more real, almost like the 50s, I guess. Like, there's a lot more people alive from the 50s that were born in the 50s, right? Like, I've talked to some people that were born in the 50s. So it feels a bit more real in a sense. Nice. Oh. Is that baseball? I think they're just using like a plank. Oh. Children Park seems pretty modern, right? Like, they haven't changed that much. Yeah. The Children Park is like exactly what we expect. That's a big line though. Also, that's a very tall one for such little kids. That kid like wrote it, he was so unfazed, he was like, this is boring. Okay. Cows. This is the kind of scenery that feels familiar. Definitely. A lot of bikes. You can tell how more new the neighborhood is with like the roads being so concrete now, I guess. Not the old like paved road, I guess, is the difference. Look at the architecture, like I think a lot of the house and the building we see here, they're probably still the same to these days. Like, you know, the UK, they really have a lot of like the houses that are still from like that long ago, yeah. La, la, la. Whoa, okay. Seems like it's still as scary as ever to ride a bike on the road with cars. When a massive truck is coming behind you. The marking as we know it today is fully there, yeah? You've got like the dot line so you can pass. Yeah. One thing I can't wait for, like, you know, with the future of like virtual reality and that kind of stuff is, yeah, like the ability to kind of almost travel to like different parts of history and almost feel like you were there in a sense. I can't wait for stuff like that. Just to feel the vibe of the time was directly, right? The 60s. Oh. The fashion is so different now. My mom was born in 69, I believe. So late 60s. You know, people look more normal in a sense. Oh, Coca-Cola ad. Like, because of the fashion, right? Like before the fashion was like hats and suit for everybody, but there's more variety here, so it feels more normal in a sense. It still looks a bit old-timey, right? But yeah. The metro, the subway. Hunting all those coins. No, thank you. Escalator already. I mean, I guess the 60s is close. We're not that far away anymore. Yeah, I need to stop saying that. Like, the 60s is not that far. Blow the light, King Cross. Okay. Reading the newspaper. It goes fast. Oh my god, the ads. The freaking ads. But what was the ad? Always go better with Coke. I don't know what goes better with Coke, but okay. That's the thing I've seen, like I was looking on Reddit recently, I saw a post about the fact that, yeah, in Europe some countries are trying to fix this, you know, invasive problem that has happened for decades. I think it was in the Netherlands maybe, I saw, you know, some law that basically you can't have like a bunch of like ads all over the place in some, you know, for example, like metro station or like some, you know, area of the city to make it that, you know, this, when you go into the city, it's not just freaking like ads everywhere all over the place. For like the overall look of the city, you know, and I kind of think that's pretty cool. Like, yeah, fuck ads. The 70s. The 70s. I mean, anime was already a thing. Anime was already a thing. Like, Lupin the Third was a thing in the 70s. My mom used to tell me, I think in the 70s she still had like black and white TV, I believe. You know, ice breaking, and I believe there was already some anime on TV. I forget the name that she told me. I think Goldorak maybe. And she used to watch that as a kid. Can you request? Yeah, of course. And then in the late 70s, like you know, Captain Harlock is from 79. So I know in the late 70s or early 80s she used to watch that on TV. Cool place. "50 years ago." Why is everybody asking if they can sound the video? I mean, are you new to the channel? What do you think? Old photo albums? It's like nostalgia for a time you weren't even born. I mean, technically, I don't know if it's something to be that happy about, but technically, I was born in 20th century. I mean, I was born in 98, so at the cutoff line, but I am a 20th century person. You're looking at one. I am like a fossil, I know, very ancient. But yeah, definitely new. 70s. Oh, there's already a skyscraper in the back. Or something that looks like a skyscraper. Quick question. 98. It doesn't feel 70s when you film like the old Gothic castle or Big Ben. A lot of British buildings still look super ancient, yeah. Oh, newspaper. I don't know what he was yapping about, but he was yapping. The 80s. Ah, that's close. The Big Bang. Oh, there's a lot more red bus. Huh? The 80s. Oh, dog. But it's interesting, I like the design of the bus, like this like double-decker British bus have really not changed that much. I mean, in some of the earlier like 1920s, 30s video, they already look like this. Huh? I'm sure they've evolved in terms of mechanic and stuff like that, but in terms of shape, they still look so much the same. So much the same. Very much the same. And from what I've seen, they don't look that different today either, right? Like they've retained this kind of like old-timey look. In France, we don't have those like double decker. I'm guessing it's because there's a lot of place where, you know, they would just be too tall for like the way the cities have been designed, and there's a ton of like bridge to go under. So I guess it wouldn't work. But they're kind of cool. The 90s. I was born in late 90s, but I have nothing to say about the 90s. Obviously. I don't remember anything. Early 2000 were the days. Most of my oldest memories is more like, for me it's more like mid 2000, I think, yeah. Yeah, after 5 years old. And it's video games, of course, like playing, you know, PS2, like in the mid 2000. That's like the oldest memories. Blackberry. Alright. So crowded. The fashion has really changed so much. Alright. Looking at some of the cars, there's still a lot of like the old-timey cars. Huh? I'm guessing it would be way less today though. I guess at the time there was like no laws probably against, you know, old-timey cars that are super polluting, I assume, right? So people would just keep their old cars. But now it's probably like, you probably can't. 2001. Well, we all know what happened in 2001, literally yesterday. But I was in the US. In other places in the world, I think things were fine, probably. A lot more familiar looking cars now. Yeah. A lot more familiar cars. Personally, I don't know if you were born in 2001. I don't know if I have much actual nostalgia for like the 2000 per se. Like the culture itself per se. I don't know. I have nostalgia for like, you know, how much I used to enjoy games and not think critically of anything, you know? Like I used to just enjoy games or TV and I would just enjoy everything, you know? I was young, so I didn't think of like anything critically per se. I would play so many games on PS2 and it was just the best time. That's what I miss. Less the era itself, but more like when things were good. 96. Sleepy Joe said something wild yesterday. I'm sure he did. He always does say something weird. Yeah. 90s boy. Yeah, I don't know. Like, what I miss of the 2000 is more like what I used to do. Like, just play game non-stop outside of school. And yeah. The end. Okay. Well, that was a blast from the past. I mean, yeah, you were too young. Same thing. I don't think I remember anything from like, you know, before 5 years old or something. I know some people remember like when they were like just a baby, but I don't remember anything like that. Okay, well, that was a blast from the past indeed. A very fun to watch video. Like this kind of old footage is always just I don't know, it's sobering, especially like the one from like the late 1800 and early, you know, 1900. It's just yeah, it's a vibe. Like I don't know, like sometimes you know, sometimes no matter how much you check out the story, you kind of feel like, you know, like because there's no footage of anything from like 500 years ago, it's hard to really put into your head that it was real. But or even the same thing with like World War One or Two, right? Like, you know, I'm often pretty obsessed with World War One and Two. I watched so many videos about it, but until you watch actual footage of it, which there is a good amount, and a lot of it is pretty messed up, it really makes you realize that yeah, it was real, right? Like it was real. That's the feeling. Okay, so yeah, super interesting video. Super interesting. Okay. So yeah, all I can say. One day I'm hoping there's gonna be some great virtual reality thing to kind of like really feel the vibe of being in this time, in this very different time of history. I think that would be nice. Like there's a lot of video games that take place in history, but even if the first person is never the same, it's never quite what I'm imagining with like future VR, right? Of really feeling like you are there, right? I'm quite looking forward to that. Definitely.